Seem to be building a nice little weekly tradition of my little walks now. It is another occasional vlog. It's Saturday morning. Started this one a little later than the last couple actually. Just in the Ormskirk Park again. I'm doing the walk that I did last week on and the time before, but in reverse, just to spice things up. Not exactly spicy around here. Super relaxed this morning. You can definitely tell the weather's improving because the park's actually got a few people in it today, whereas the last few times I've visited it's just been dog walkers. People enjoying swings and slides and things and sitting on the park benches. It's just nice. We just come into the lake. Lots of randy pigeons and quacky ducks. Still a bit lost for words this morning. We woke up and checked the news and found out Taylor Hawkins had passed away. If you're not familiar, he's the drummer from the Foo Fighters. Now, I've kind of been a Foo Fighters fan for 25 years. I just realised that this morning because basically the year he joined the band, I was 18. And music was a big thing then for me. It still is, I still enjoy music, but back then it was everything, you know. Gigs all the time. When I started university, one of the first big live things I went to was V97 Music Festival in Leeds. I went to see the Prodigy actually. I was a huge Prodigy fan. Yeah. And on the lineup was the Foo Fighters. And I kind of knew that Dave Grohl was like an ex-member of Nirvana, but at that point I wasn't. I was more of a Smashing Pumpkins fan, if I'm honest. It's in time I've come round to Nirvana. I love Nirvana now. But yeah, the Foo Fighters weren't entirely familiar to me. I think I'd probably heard things on the radio or whatever. But yeah, I saw them at V97. They were the support for, I say support, it's a festival so you got bands on all day, but they were the last band on, the penultimate band before the Prodigy came on. And being that age I was a bit impatient. I really wanted to see Prodigy. I was like, oh, I gotta watch another band. But then they came on and they were just amazing. They absolutely blew me away. I mean, the week after I went out and bought the records, you know. At that time it was the Foo Fighters' first album and Colour and the Shape had just come out relatively recently, so I bought that one as well. I think it had just come out. Hazy memories. Strangely that was before I ever drank anything, but still hazy memories. But yeah, over the years then I think I saw them at, definitely saw them at Leeds a couple of times I think, possibly Reading. And I saw them support the Prodigy again, and me and Gemma saw them, because when I met Gemma I had to find some quiet street so I can carry on talking. So when I first met Gemma, it was in 2004. We were dating. I think they'd say in Wigan we were courting. Nah, then let it courting. Soon found out that while we don't have a lot of crossover in music taste, we were both big fans of the Foo Fighters. And they released a double album. One disc of rock, one disc of acoustic songs. About the time, that'd been the second holiday that we ever went on, which was Centre Parks. What we used to do, pop the acoustic album on of an evening, glass of wine, beef and candles on the balcony, and we had a really hot summer holiday. It was absolutely amazing. And I think it was about that time that I sort of went, I'm going to be with Gemma for the rest of my life. Church bells kicked in then. Yeah, oh there they go again. We'll carry on anyway. Yeah, so when we actually got married we used the track off that album as our first dance, called Hands on a Miracle. But also on that album was another track sung by Taylor called Cold Day in the Sun. And I guess in some respects, sorry for the stop start by the way, it's Ormskirk and people keep walking past and looking at me like I've gone mad. Yeah, and that was probably one of the first times I heard him sing. I sort of became more aware of what kind of a driving force in that band he was. And then looking back I can still see in my head his face still playing drums, the big happy, living the best life face with a big smile. So I think definitely at some point, if not this weekend soon, we're going to have to crack open a nice bottle of wine and sit out and listen to In Your Honour Disc 2. Or possibly for the Foo Fighters it'd be more appropriate to grab a bucket of KFC and a bottle of champagne and sit out and listen to In Your Honour Disc 2. Well, the park's looking lovely today. Spring definitely in the area. I nearly got lost because I'm going the other way to what I normally do. I'm very driven by like landmarks when I'm navigating. Fortunately, I don't generally get lost. I just get off track and explore a bit more. That's what I say anyway. Well, this morning I put shorts on and then changed to jeans because I thought it'll be cold if I go for a walk. Should have kept the shorts on. It's absolutely lovely. The sun hitting my back is amazing. After the winter, I love coming out to spring sun. And jump the train to Liverpool. Actually, potentially the final fling for these trains because there's a whole new fleet of new ones supposed to be operating by the end of this year. But we're carrying on our little walk. So it says a lot about me that as I was walking down there was a mother with a youngster and she was trying to get the youngster to hurry up. She's like, do you want to go down here and see if we can see that cat again? And I'm thinking, oh, there's a cat down there, I might have to go back myself. I don't think we've ever been this way before. Well, I have, but not on foot. One for the Disney fans there. There is actually the Peri Peri's there as well. That's the place where we often get chicken from in Old Ron. Back in the car. Yeah, it's still warm in this car. The aircon's not kicked in yet. Walked through the market on the way back. Favourite thing was a stall that was basically being run by a black Labrador. Yeah, so he was sat there on his lead, happily selling walk-in showers. Anyway, I'm going to nip to the supermarket and go home. Gemma has actually just said she's finishing early today as well, so that's good. Hello kittens, we're back home. I've actually been home a little while, to be honest. As you can see, I've done a bit of hoovering, tidied the rug, hoovered the stairs, played with some kittens, had a bath and washed me out. Oh, big kitten yawn. How leggy he's getting now. Isn't he awesome? So this morning, 6 AM, he was jumping all over me wanting snuggles, and he was purring so much that he started to drool. He's proper turned around into a very friendly little cat. He's obviously been asleep as well. So we expected Pixie would be the super friendly one, but she's very independent. She'll come for pets when she wants them, and she's very cute when she does. He is a softie. There's another yawn. There I am, all scruffy, because I just got out of the shower. So what else have I been up to? Listened to a bit of Foo Fighters. I decided I was going to listen to In Your Honor, because it's a really good album. I listened to the whole thing, rock and acoustic sides. I actually ordered a copy on vinyl. There's not many copies available out there, but I managed to find a seller on eBay who had a brand new copy for a price that wasn't... There's like a 4-disc version and a 2-disc version, so I managed to get the 2-disc version. The 4-disc version is hundreds. But yeah, I thought, well, it's got a wedding song on it. I'm going to get a copy of that, and it's going to go in my collection, because all my favourite records, I try to buy a copy on either vinyl or now CD as well. And that is one of my favourites. Or anything like... The problem I have is Spotify basically don't pay musicians enough at all, like pennies on thousands of listens. So what's for the rest of the day? Well, I'm going to do some tidying in the kitchen, but we are going to go to the parents tonight. I'm going to go and drop off flowers for my mum and my mother-in-law, Gemma's mum, obviously. And then we, yeah, I think we're coming back home. Well, you plan to generally. Well, what is going on with my words? We're going to do Southern Fried Chicken burgers tonight. I got some spices from a company. Yeah, I can't remember the name of them, and I can't even comment to like how good they're or anything because we haven't tried any of them. But we'll have a look at it later on, and I'll let you know. And let you know what we think of them. Anyway, enough jabbering. Kitchen. As for the rest of the weekend, I think tomorrow we are planning, if the weather is nice, to get into the garden and get some of the areas that were right up the back tidied, some of the trees, or like weeds and stuff cut out. I got some... Where did I put them? I probably should find them because they're quite sharp on the cats. Well, the cats aren't going to work themselves on them, but you get some big chompers. They were only like £6, so I'm not expecting the world from them. It's just to cut the weeds at the roots and get them in the green bin. Liverpool's just introduced a £40 recycling charge for the green bin basically your trees and stuff. They haven't really promoted it though, so like I knew about it because I read online, so I paid because we do use the green bin a lot. But other people, like I guess who don't use the internet, might not even find out about it unless they put the green bin out and just happen to do it at the right time. So this week I put my green bin out and I got a sticker on it. Neighbour didn't. But so I'm gonna have to speak to her now and see if she knows that there's gonna be a charge, because I know she puts her green bin out quite a lot. It just seems to be a really weird way of doing things instead of just putting a flyer through the door. I mean, the door's there and the bin's put like 10 yards away. But there we go. Anyway, look at this. This is typical with cats. While I was chatting to you then, I actually was giving him a big wash. Oh, there he goes. Actually, he's like dad to the pair of them. It's very cute. He's like dad, but then he gets fed up and then pins them down and bites the necks and shows them who's boss, and then he gets told off for that because he's a bit rough with them sometimes. And you've probably noticed in the background that the paint on our doors is looking horrendous. Pixie agrees with you and has started to scrape it all off, so I have to redo it. Unfortunately, I don't know when I'm going to redo it because I don't want a white cat covered in paint. I mean, I'd love a white cat, but not one because of paint. You alright, madam? There she is. She's a sweetheart. And she's seen the taggle off the camera lock. The wrist strap. Gemma's home.
Okay.
She's arrived. We're having southern fried chicken, and then we're going to have them on buns. There was this thing, we're on Vodafone. I'm filming Gemma's back. It's not the best view.
Yeah, it's in nice pyjamas.
My front's nicer.
That sounds creepy.
Your front is nicer. Yeah, this place, Spice Sentice, did an offer on Vodafone where you could get 3 spices for the price of like packaging. So I ordered the southern fried chicken one and 2 others that I can't remember. So I'm going to give them a try and see what they're like.
Have you stole me instructions?
And there is a video for the recipe there if you want to watch it.
I can just read the recipe.
Well, I can't because I ain't got my glasses on.
Preheat the oven. Cut the chicken up and put it in a bowl with a quarter of the spices. Mix and leave for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Add plain flour to a bowl and leave. And in another bowl, put the eggs and whisk in the milk. So there's a lot of mess.
Yeah, a lot of bowls
A
involved.
lot of bowls. This bowl with this bowl.
That bowl.
Other bowl.
Right, so we're going to leave Gemma to it, and then
She whinges about bowls.
and then we'll show you the finished whatever it is when it's done.
So much of that.
And the chicken's done, and it looks amazing.
Chicken.
So we're going to have this
90s
with.
video game reference for those who played.
We're going to have this with
Brioche buns.
brioche buns.
Brioche buns. I might
And
actually
some-
just put the brioche buns in under the grill.
We'll have the chicken. Yeah, so brown the tops of them.
Oh, in fact, I'll just run toast it.
Right. Well, it's going to take longer because the horse is so slow. Yeah.
No.
Enjoy anyway, honey.
We don't
Enjoy.
want the chicken too hot, do we, anyway?
No, we don't. That's true. Someone's just been jumping all over his sister's head. And there's his sister. Did you enjoy your dinner, honey?
It was lovely.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was really nice, yeah. Impressed.
We're just catching up on some vlogs.
Because I was out last night.
Yeah.
There's a funny story about last night, though, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I was on to my friend's because it was a birthday. And I was ringing Mark about 11:15 to come and pick me up. Because I know if I ring him at 11:15, he won't leave the house till, like, just after 11. By the time I get his shoes on, whatever. So I texted him. We were watching a really bad horror film called Ice Demon. It was awful. Don't recommend it. It wasn't scary. So like half an hour goes by, no reply from Mark. So I was like, oh, he must be like engrossed in a game or something. I'll message him again. Messaged him. Another 15 minutes goes by. Nothing. It's like, oh, God, it's like to Angela. Looks like I'm staying here tonight because I can't get hold of Mark. So ring him. Straight onto the machine. ring his work phone, goes to answer machine. He thought, I know what I'll do. Got the Ring alarm system. I'll look on the Ring alarm system and see if I can see what's going on. And it's down there on the fireplace. And all I could see was the laptop, where it is now, and Mark's feet there, not moving. And I was like, okay, so is he asleep? And then I could see Reggie like bouncing around everywhere, like a little kitten that he is. Mark wasn't moving at all. I was like, oh my god, like what's going on? And I thought, I know, I can speak through the alarm. Just try and wake him up. So I turned the mic on and just went, hello, Mark, are you awake? And we just said it then, oh my god, you've scared me to death. So thanks to the Ring alarm, I managed to get on the phone last night and not have to like sleep with my friends and not be able to go to work today.
Yeah, ultimately what had happened was my phone was on Do Not Disturb.
Like a little old man who goes to bed at 10 o'clock.
And I wasn't getting any of the notifications for the messages. And I was using the VR headset to watch videos on YouTube.
And his work phone was upset.
Yeah, my work, you're never going to get me on my work phone.
Well, it was a desperation.
Not unless I'm at work.
Yeah. I was thinking it might be on, it might be in your bag. Because you'd be, you
true.
know. It might be, sometimes it's down here. So it was just an act of desperation together. Like I rang you like 3 times with no avail.
My phone, the camera thinks you're an infant again.
Baby face, I got the
I can hear
baby face. Like a kitten.
I can hear people singing and shouting outside. It's sad, isn't it?
Well, it's 10:15, so.
Anyway, back to the vlogs there. Good morning.
Afternoon. We've been up for ages though.
We have been up for a while, yeah. Since just before morning.
It was officially morning when we got up.
Yeah. We had a bit of a line, it was nice.
It does help that the clocks have gone forward, so it seems like an extra lion, even though it wasn't.
Well, yeah, we lost an hour because of the clocks, but we stayed in bed for that. Look at these two.
3. Normally.
3? Oh yeah.
The
way he's lying.
Out, yeah.
He was attacking me on my sleep.
He was dead cute last night. So like I woke up quite early this morning and he came up for snuggles and he kept Mark always goes, oh, the cats never come to me for snuggles. He was up all over Mark, literally had his head in Mark's mouth because he was snoring so loud and he didn't wake up, so he missed out on kitten snuggles because he was fast asleep.
But I did wake up within like
6 o'clock this morning, something like that. So it must have been 7 o'clock, but yeah, it was early this morning.
I was dreaming, in a dream I was riding a bike and the bike was going wrong, the pedals were going wrong, and I came around and woke up and it was actually him attacking my feet while I was asleep. And then he attacked my hand. Look at this. Scratched my hand.
He only playing?
Yeah, he was playing, he just got a bit
bothered. He gets a bit giddy.
I told him off for that because we don't want him doing that.
No, he just gets a bit giddy.
Just like yelps and...
On Pixie Pop, a new favourite thing is we're all sat down here and then she'll disappear upstairs and the next minute, oh, you're like, Pix, we're still downstairs. They're looking at me because I'm talking about her. Yeah, I'm talking about you as well, mister. I'll see if I can show that at some point. It's so funny, and she comes wandering in there and you're like, we haven't gone anywhere, it's just you going upstairs.
So what are we doing today then anyway?
We're trying to sort some of the garden out.
Yes, have a bit of a relaxed day and then do some...
We went to sort the mums last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
The nice flowers.
Yeah, because we didn't want to go to the zoo because it'll be busy because of Mother's Day.
Yeah. I should have took some pictures of the flowers actually, I didn't even think.
We'll maybe get the furniture out today as well.
Yeah,
because I might need to power wash it and get all the winter guff off any spiders and stuff.
Oh yeah. Spiders and slugs. I love the sun gone.
Well, yeah, the sun's gone in. Just uncovered some of the furniture. Doesn't look too bad. Probably needs a good sweeping.
Like the Godfather, but with an ostrich.
Ostrich head in the couch. Here's our table. Oh, we've lost an ear. Oh, hang on, it might be a ostrich feather here. JB weld or something, see if I can glue it back on. Unfortunately, because we had all the storms, this got buffeted quite a lot during the storms.
Yeah.
So it's entirely possible. We had some damage as a result of that.
Alright.
I'm not even sure what that's off. That feather. Is it off his head or something?
Off there.
Oh,
I didn't even notice it. Probably on the other
no,
side.
to be honest, yeah. Probably just super glue it back on, to be honest. It'll do.
It's an interesting looking spider.
Yeah?
Only a little boy.
Alright, we'll not show. Oh, it's only a little one.
There's a little one.
I did notice on the top of this there was some bundled bits of silver that I think one of the crows had left behind. Anyway, what we plan today is to start trying to tidy that back part up there a bit. Cut back all the weeds and trees before they get too big, and maybe mow the lawns as well. It does a bit, doesn't it? Anyway, we'll crack on, and if it rains, we'll come in.
Don't think this is ours.
No, it's next door's doggo.
Yeah.
And we get the pond back up, the bird bath back up and running. Some of these fences some of those fences up there we're going to put up the back just to shore up the back, because the fence posts aren't straight up at the back, so we'll not be able to get a fence panel in.
I feel like the stone's missing off there.
It all fell over, so they were all there, so you might find some.
Oh, right, okay.
We are going to get some new fence panels, but it'll probably be when we get back from Florida. Well, it doesn't look like we've made a huge amount of progress, but we have. We've cleared a lot of old dead wood up, burnt it. All the big pieces we can't burn, we've put behind the shed for now. I'm going to get a new garden saw at some point and chop them down and maybe burn those ones as well. Obviously got some fence panels to get up here out of the way. Also, that's the last part of the caisson, so that's going in the bin today as well. This was the broken wing mirror when I bought the car. Obviously I don't need it anymore. Shed's still watertight despite it looking like it does. Gemma's having a minute. We do have a nice new garden patio table there in the form of a piece of tree log. That is not going anywhere. It weighs a ton. Need to do a tip run with those old electronics as well. Dinner is served. We went for, it must have been speaking to me when I walked past it yesterday on my little walk around town, but we went for peri peri chicken. And we're just watching some One Manx Stream again. Getting excited for our Disney trip, aren't we?
We are.
Oh, I've just remembered some things. Number one, I just booked Savvy's workshop because I fancy a lightsaber. And you've not seen it,
because you were watching Paige and Miss Tomorrow at the lightsaber meet-up and getting jealous.
Yeah. And number two, more importantly, I've got some new sunglasses. Specially ordered for the holiday. This is one of the pairs. And this is the other pair. We've got red or blue. One of them is polarising, the other's not.
That one's polarising.
Okay, yeah. So this one will be me driving pair for the one day that we drive. The other pair will be me walking around the parks, because if I wear polarising sometimes you can't see the screen. Although actually in this case it's working just fine. Anyway, I'm going to eat my dinner before the cat does.
Oh, look at him settling into the little gap.
I'll show you. How cute is that? I'm going to have to sort of lay around the back of him until he gets fed up and moved. So we decided that before we go to Florida we're going to watch all Star Wars again. My mum and dad gave me a soundbar that they no longer use, and we're using the soundbar and it sounds like things are exploding in the room. So Reggie's currently sat on my knee, but he started batting his own tail, which is fun apart from the fact that his own tail was on my knee also and he batted it with his claws out. Ow! It's me belly. What are you doing? Never dull with these two around, is it?
No, look how cute she is.
Hello, it's Tuesday. Yeah, I think got a bit away with us after doing the gardens and having a Sunday peri peri chicken. But yeah, it is Tuesday. I did want to show you one thing before we did end off this vlog. The 3D print finished. How cool is he? There's still a few things I'm not 100% with. The eye still needs to be done, but those bits can pop off. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. It's quite cool. While I've been working today, I've been actually watching back some of the old, what was then called weekly vlogs in 2018. We went through a phase, I think it was 2017 or 16, we did occasional vlogs. And then we did weekly vlogs in 2018. And we didn't do one every week, so I renamed them back to occasional vlogs again. And then definitely in 2020 and 21, we pretty much did one every week. So maybe I should change them back to weekly vlogs again. Although maybe it's more fun to just leave them as occasional vlogs. I just went back to see if there's any ideas I can pull from the old stuff to maybe bring back, or to see how I delivered stuff. I think I was probably a little bit more jokey back then than I've been the last few occasional vlogs. So I don't know. It's so interesting to watch them back and see how much greyer I look after 3 or 4 years. Of course, now I'm making myself quite hungry looking at the lamb shanks that I cooked on the weekend of weekly vlog number 4. Oh, I could just eat lamb shanks now.